What's going on, guys? Franchise here. Welcome back to some more Overwatch. Today we're going to be talking about filling to win in competitive and why I think it can change your game and ultimately give you a better experience overall if you change your mindset into team first mentality. And in the background we have some Orisa gameplay on Gibraltar, and if anybody knows me, they would be really confused and think this is a fake gameplay because I don't tank. I've never tanked. But recently, I've had a friend get into Overwatch, so shout out to Jason. He found his niche, which is support, which, that's fun, that's cool. I can play around that. So I was thinking, I'd be doing a lot of DPSing this season since he's going to support. Wrong. Of course, in every game that I've gotten into, there's an auto-locked some kind of support, or some kind of DPS, right? And it's just like, well, I guess, you know what, since I'm probably the better player, mechanically, I'm just going to try to tank. I'm just going to learn it on the fly, and ultimately, it's been one of my most rewarding seasons playing so far, and there's been, we're going into Season 10 here, and this is my first season where I've had more than a half hour on any tank in the game outside of probably Roadhog from like Season 5 or 6 when he was super powerful before they nerfed the hook and changed all of his shooting rotations. So, in a sense, I've learned that tanking can be fun, and it's really encouraged me by this gameplay specifically. It's probably one of my best Orisa games I've ever played. I've had a few games on Hanamura where we full held on defense as me playing Orisa, which is pretty impressive to me because, like I said, I don't tank, I don't play shield tanks. I think I have 35 minutes played on Reinhardt total in 2 years of the game being out. That should just give you an instance of, what kind of tanking I normally do. Normally, I'm a Genji, Sombra, DPS, main. I play a lot of support, but my friend playing these different roles has forced me to, see what other people are picking first and then having to try to synergize with them. And let me tell you, synergizing with players at Silver, Elo, is almost impossible. So I'm glad I have somebody that I can communicate with that understands how important a lot of these synergies and ultimates work together and how it's beneficial to us winning. And like I said, this has been probably my most rewarding season playing Overwatch ever because I've seen a friend climb 500 elo basically from bronze almost to gold, and then I've played a whole complete role of characters that I've never played before and had a win percentage close to 75%, which is astronomical. And me playing down, you would think in a lot of situations you're going to be destroying everybody, right? No, because I'm playing a role that I'm not familiar with, so I'm kind of learning on their skill level about how to play a character that I've never played before, which has its moments. You'll see in this gameplay. I still make a lot of mistakes as Orisa. I'm still getting ultimate timings down. I'm still getting main tanking and how to do it with the payload down because it's kind of a weird vibe. And I think one of the best situations is we actually had a Bastion who understood the concept of playing behind the shield. And I think filling is really hard, especially in the tank role, because you're relying on a lot of people who frankly aren't as probably smart as most of you to play around you in your tanking, because by definition tanking is creating space. That is what most of these characters are for, is to create space and allow your DPS to get kills and to protect and peel for your supports. And, especially Winston and Eva are really great with that, with the dive meta, although that's probably going to be drastically changing with Brigitte coming in Season 10. I've seen a lot of stuff already in the first day of competitive where compositions are kind of nutty and there's less tanking happening because there's kind of triple support because she's basically a flex tank, I guess you could say. But that's neither here nor there, and something we'll probably get into in another video in a little bit. But back to filling. I think it's really important if you want to be a better overall player is to play roles that you're not good at, because yeah, you might lose a little bit at first, you might lose your elo, you might not be good, but in order for you to get better you have to suck at some point. And that's one thing that for me personally, since I'm playing off of my main account, I didn't really care how well I did or didn't do. I had the mentality of we win, we lose, it's whatever, I'm learning. And it's helped because the person that I've been playing with is also basically learning the game for the first time and playing a really pivotal role in support. And I'm glad they found some characters that they love to play, but synergy wise with some tanks it's not always the best because tanks require a lot of healing, and a DPS first mentality for a lot of teams is keep the DPS alive. And I think moving forward and playing more in these seasons, I'm probably going to be a lot more vocal about, my healing needs, because there's a lot of situations where I would die because I didn't get a lot of healing, but it's because, you know, that Genji had 150 healing and then he got healed first. So that's some of the things that maybe I want to be more vocal about with my playing. But overall, I've really enjoyed tanking. I never thought I would, and it's kind of scary because it's like I've had the highest win percentages on any characters outside of Sombra ever. And it's been on roles that I've never played before, literally until now. I really enjoy Orisa. Her gameplay style is awesome, especially on payload maps. Defense on 2 CP I've even played a little bit of Reinhardt, although Reinhardt is still not my favorite to play. He's really hard to play in a lot of situations now, especially with Brigitte, and Zarya being so strong with Brigitte. So, I mean, Reinhardt and Zarya have a very good synergy together, but I'm not good at Reinhardt. It requires a lot of offensive aggression that I'm just not comfortable doing because I feel like it leaves the rest of my team behind me open. And like I said, playing a shield-bearing main tank at low to middle elo is very hard to do when your team doesn't understand the concept of playing around you. And luckily, I've been pretty lucky to have a lot of people that understand that, you know, I'm going to be able to pick a tank that's going to play around them. I think that's the biggest thing in flexing and filling is you have to understand what your team needs when you're making the pick. And, you know, sometimes it's okay to be selfish. You want to play what you want to play. But I feel like in order to really win and take advantage of this game, a team-based shooter, you have to learn to fill. That's just my overall opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Like I said, we won. It was a great game. Shout out to, you know, all DPS mains who forced me basically into playing tank. It's actually made me better. So I thank everybody for that. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Leave your comments down below about what you think about filling and not filling. And, you know, what are you going to main in Season 10? What are your thoughts? And I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace.